Okay, so this is the kind of question that's messy, and I wanted to make sure that if you didn't get the answer, you can go back with me and try and figure out what you did wrong. The first thing you want to read is the fact that it says write equation of a line. So that means that we need to have a slope and a y-intercept. So over here, I like to put y equals mx plus b to remind myself that at the end, I'm going to substitute in the m and I'm going to substitute in the b when I'm totally done. So I have to find both pieces. The first step is finding the m, which is the slope. So in order to do that, I'm going to use slope formula. Slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And sometimes the slopes come out nice and they can divide, and sometimes they come out a little wicked. And I think this one is one that comes out a little wicked. This is y2 is 8 and y1 is 4 and x2 is 5 and x1 is -1. So don't forget you're subtracting that -1. So if you made the mistake right here and didn't have both signs, that might be your issue. The top gives you 4 and the bottom is 5 minus -1, which makes 6. Now what we want to do is we want to reduce that. So we're going to work with 2/3 as our slope. Now keep in mind that up here, I know that 2/3 is going to be in my final answer. I just now have to find the b. So it doesn't matter what point you use to substitute in. Either one is going to give you the correct b as long as you solve it correctly. I'm going to go into y equals mx plus b mode. I'm going to put 2/3 in for my slope. And I'm going to choose 5/8. And the reason why I'm choosing 5/8 to put in for x and y is because they're both positive and it's just less stuff to worry about. So I'm going to put 5 in the x position and 8 in the y position. Don't forget that 8 is not a y-intercept. It's just a y-coordinate. So that goes in for y. And then we are actually solving for b. So what we're going to do now is, this is the part where kids get a little bit messed up. And that is in this multiplication step. Don't forget this is really 5/1. So when you go to multiply, I'm going to bring my 8 down. You get 2 times 5 is 10. And then 3 times 1 is 3. And you bring your b down. Now what I like to do is clear out the fraction because I do much better with solving equations without fractions in them. So I'm going to take and I'm going to multiply everything through by that denominator. 3 times 8 is 24. I'm going to put the equal sign. 3 times 10 is 30, and 30 divided by 3 gives me 10. That gets rid of the denominator. And this part, 3 times b, that's the other part where people mess up. So make sure you have a 3b there. Then we're going to subtract 10 from both sides and solve for b. This is going to give me 14 equals 3b. And when I divide both sides by 3, I'm going to end up with b equals 14/3. That's my y-intercept. I told you this was messy. So we're going to take this y-intercept and we're going to bring it up top where the b is. It is positive, so we need a plus sign, and then 14/3. So my final answer for that practice problem was y equals 2/3 x plus 14/3.